YouTube! How you guys doing? It's Mike.
This is Jenny.
Pratt Family Homestead. I'm just joking. I'm feeling fine. So I want to give you guys a quick update on what's been going on. If you don't know what happened and why I was in the hospital, we made a video about that a couple days ago. We haven't put it up yet, but we'll put it at the end of this video so you can watch it, see what happened, and all that good stuff. But ultimately, I'm feeling pretty good. I still have some discomfort. I mean, I'm not 100%, but I'm feeling better than I was.
Yes.
And something weird happened. Oh, and we appreciate, oh my gosh, all the emails and PMs and all the, just the prayers and the well wishes and the thoughts and everything.
Yes.
For both me and Jenny, because she needs them more than I do. Meaning she's got to deal with all this.
Yeah, that takes a lot of strength.
But we really appreciate it. And then all the suggestions and comments and things for us to look into from our... You can also watch our live show from Thursday night, which was the 17th. Is that right? I think. 8/17/2017. And we also talked pretty much the whole show about that.
Yeah.
But we really appreciate all the suggestions because I think we've looked into every single one that somebody suggested.
Yes, we have. And we've got some that we want to...
explore further.
Further discuss with.
And we've even had some other stuff come up.
Yeah. Yeah, we have.
So we just want everybody to know that we took what you said seriously. We've researched it and we are looking into it. So I am feeling quite a bit better. Not 100%.
Right.
But the other night, Thursday night after our live show, I told Jane, this was so weird. I told her this in the morning. I said, there was a point that night, Thursday night, Friday morning, that I rolled over and I either had a pillow tucked under my right side here or something, but, you know, I could feel that it pushed. I just mean feel. It wasn't hurting or nothing. I could just tell I had rolled on top of something.
It wasn't me.
And it wasn't her. Okay. Maybe it was her arm, though. But, and what that, I mean, just like I'm pushing here, you know, it doesn't hurt or nothing. But that, it woke me up because it relieved my discomfort. Yeah,
it actually made it go away, which is
that was crazy.
First time in like 2 weeks that it had...
or more. Yeah, so it was very odd. And then the next day or two, it was really subsided.
Yeah.
And I think maybe it's come back a little, but I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good though. Jenny's been, if you watch our live show also, you guys know I can't stop moving my hand, and I'm not supposed to because I had the catheter heart test there, and Jenny's been riding me pretty good. I've even gotten some PMs from a couple of you, Nunda, yelling at me not to be doing anything and not to stress her out.
That may have been instigated by me.
I would never have thought that.
Messaging her and saying, I've left the house. You need to message him and tell him not to do anything. And she's like, I got this.
You know, that was really weird. I heard Jenny talking to, I think, my mom today about this. Jenny left. So we had called 911 because I did not know what was going on with my chest at that time. And then Jenny left, went shopping with Faith the other day, and it was just me and the two littles at home. And Jenny was gone about halfway through her trip, and I sent her a message. I said, you know, I'm perfectly fine. Don't worry about nothing. But having just called an ambulance for me like a week ago for chest discomfort, this feels really weird being home by myself with the two littles. So
yeah.
That was
on that what if.
Yeah, just the what if level. Yeah, but anyways, I'm feeling pretty good. I won't keep you guys around too much. Please stay tuned. Watch the it's 20 minutes of us explaining everything.
That happened.
So
pure chaos. 20 minutes of like 5 days of pure chaos. That's pretty much what gets explained there.
All right. So if you're just doing the update, great. You got yourself about a 4-minute update here, and we are good to go.
Yes.
All right, guys.
Yep.
But first of all, I want to say thanks to Tommy Alderman, or both Aldermans, Patty and Tommy.
Yeah.
They were putting out some updates when they learned of what was going on with me. They put out some updates, and then also really want to thank Nunda from Homestead, both page and group. Jenny and I just realized there was a page.
Yeah, we didn't know there was a Homestead page, and we're like, Oh, well, let's follow that.
But Nanda and Jenny talked quite a bit, and it was really great having somebody to talk to. I think Jenny even talked to her like 2 in the morning.
Yes.
YouTube! What's up, guys? This is Mike.
This is Jenny.
Pratt Family Homestead. Hey, we just wanted to explain what's been going on this week.
Yes.
Jenny has been very busy, and I have been on my butt. I guess to back it up a little, prior to Saturday evening, for about a week, or as Jenny thinks, maybe more like a week and a half, I've been having a very uncomfortable feeling in my chest, and I still do. And
he doesn't describe it as a pain, just a discomfort.
Very bitch discomfort, maybe a pressure, but not no elephant sitting on my chest, nothing like that. Just really ucky. And when I get active, it kind of flares up and spreads out a little, and things feel a little tight or something. I don't know.
It's
very much aggravated and a lot more discomfort. Even I just walked around the property and it had gotten very much bothersome.
Yeah.
Again, no pain, just very much discomfort.
Yes.
Okay, you got anything else?
I don't know.
All right, that's it. Talk to you guys later. No, I'm just joking. So that had been going on for about a week and a half, and still is. So Saturday night,
we were talking.
I was working in the workshop. Nothing strenuous. I was pushing a broom. I was trying to actually get the workshop cleaned out to finish building the other chicken tractor. Yeah. And it just got very, very, very uncomfortable. And so we went and sat down, and we were just talking. And Jenny got up, and I kind of felt this wave of something coming on that was really pretty scary. And I told Jenny, I said, oh, let's go to the doctor right now. And so she got the kids, and she's like, all right, kids. Shoes and everything, van now, let's go. And then it really increased, and I got really scared, actually. And so I told her to call 911.
Yes.
And the ambulance came out, and after talking to the ambulance and the EMTs, and by the time they showed up, I was feeling much better. And then when I say by the time, they were very fast. They were very good. There was a police officer here really fast.
Within like a minute.
Yeah,
he says he was already getting ready to come down our road, but I was just like,
and they do every once in a while. They come down our road. Yeah. And so
but it just was weird coincidence.
And then EMT showed up, EKG, and they're taking files. And he told me, he goes, man, I really think you just had an anxiety attack. And I said, all right, I can buy into that, because I kind of had myself worked up over these feelings that I'm having. Yes. And they said, well, we should probably go ahead and take you to the hospital. And I was like, well, how about Jenny takes me to the hospital? I really don't want to ride an ambulance. So Jenny didn't really give me an option anyways.
I was like, they're taking you or I'm taking you, but you're going. Like, that's that.
So we got to the hospital. They're drawing blood, EKG, blah, 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 all that. Nothing is indicating any kind of heart problems whatsoever. In fact, the emergency room doctor we brought up doing hay the week and a half before that, and she's really bent on, I tore something. And I told a muscle or something. I was like, whew. It's like, I've been athletic before, not that I'm so much anymore. I've lifted weights before, although not seriously. I know what pumped up. I know what tore muscles feel like. There's nothing sore here whatsoever. There's nothing. And she was a little stuck on that, I think. And I don't fault her for it. But she kept drawing the blood. I think they got to draw the blood and do that enzyme check, and then 2 or 3 hours later do it again, and 4 or 5 hours later do it again. Yeah,
there's like a series of like 3 or 4 segments, and they have to be so many hours in between to get a full
grand total. I had 5 or 6, I think. I don't even know, but they all came back with the numbers down below, whatever you had a heart attack with. And EKG never showed anything, but they went ahead and admitted me because they wanted to get me through a stress test first. Well, that was Saturday night. Guess what? No stress test on Sundays.
You had to stay.
I'd already been telling Jenny I'm not staying here.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not staying the night. And then the ER doctor comes in. She's like, well, we're going to keep you overnight. And he's like, okay. Well, then he found out after that they had to keep him another night because they don't do the stress test on Sundays.
Right.
I'm like, just make yourself comfortable.
So they got me in for the stress test on Monday.
Yes.
Finally.
Yep.
And
then we had to wait.
We had to wait. The results get shipped off to another hospital to get read and analyzed. And when the results came back, we didn't get the results back Monday, but we got them back Tuesday.
Yep.
Morning-ish.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, I've been talking to 3 or 4 doctors.
Yep.
And none of them thought it was a cardiac issue. Although they were open-minded to it,
Yeah, and
none of them really believed
out.
it was a cardiac issue. And
No.
and like Jenny said, they believed it needed to be ruled out. So we're talking about other things. We're talking about possible cartilage separation from throwing the hay, or my ribs separating or getting shifted around
Yeah.
weird, or possible breathing issues. But respiratory had kind of, respiratory dude came by and he's like, man, you sound great. And I was like, ah, cool, whatever. And the whole time I'm hooked up to one of those portable EKG devices that they are taking readings on me 24/7, and nothing to complain about from the doctors or anything. So where are we at now? The stress test.
Stress test results finally come in.
So the stress test, they actually inject you with some radioactive stuff. They took pictures.
So you have superpowers now?
Oh, be careful. So then they take pictures. It was a 13-minute deal where they take pictures going around my heart before the actual stress test. Then go run on a treadmill. I got my heart rate up to, I think it was 170 something. They wanted it at least 149, and wasn't too much trouble. But during that stress test, I told them, I said, yeah, what I'm complaining about, I'm feeling.
Yeah.
And it's spreading and everything else. And sometimes when it's spread, it's hard to get a deep breath in. I don't know if I mentioned that before. But not that it's hard breathing, but if I want to take a deep breath, it's like it doesn't complete.
Right.
And like the very end, just the very end of it doesn't complete. And
like when you need a yawn, but you just can't get that ending out, so then you keep yawning. That's kind of what it's like. You can't finish that.
So after the stress test, they told me the EKG looked good. The doctor that was there thought things looked great. But the pictures came back.
Oh, they did another set of pictures.
Oh yeah,
after.
they do another set of pictures afterwards.
Sorry.
So after the results came back, the doctor came in. He's like, looking at the pictures and all that, it appears you've had a heart attack in the past. Did you know that? And I was kind of like, no,
I wasn't there.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I'd kicked Jenny out so many times, get her and the kids that get out of the hospital.
Yeah, I was still here getting stuff done, just kind of farting around, waiting for him to say, okay, the doctor's going to come in, head back. So.
And then he said, and it looks like there's a partial blockage in your heart. Good. That was a whole lot of weight on the shoulders. That was pretty hard to swallow. So then he said, we want to get you in to have a catheter test where they go through either your femoral or go through your wrist, and they go look at your heart, inject some dye. So that doctor left, and then the actual cardiologist came in to talk to me about those results. It was actually him and his office and his coworkers that were going to be handling my case. Mm-hmm. He did not believe the stress test. Mm-mm. He's like, the stress test is showing what it shows. He goes, but lots of times there's shadows. Lots of times there's
wrong imaging. Yeah.
And he was not buying it with the symptoms I'm telling him, my age and all that, even though I have high blood pressure and all that other good stuff. He still wasn't buying it, but he's like, but we got to do the catheter test and get it finalized.
Yeah. That's the only way to truly know, is to get in there and take a look.
So they take me by ambulance.
I wasn't allowed to drive.
To another hospital down the road, down to Toledo, Ohio. She was not allowed to drive me. Although he asked, and I think it was Toledo that said, yeah, we're not real comfortable with that. So they did the catheter test. Comes back 100% good to go on the heart.
Yes.
So the only news I have right now is
your heart is good.
Apparently I have a really good heart, and that doctor told you. I didn't actually talk to the doctor afterwards. He was on to the next patient by the time I was around and everything. But he talked to Jenny, and
yep. He came in and he said that everything looked good. There was no blockages. There was no scar tissue. There was no indication of any damage. There was no
indication of a heart attack in the past.
Indication of a previous heart attack. There was absolutely nothing. There was no slowed pumping of the blood through the arteries. Not necessarily from blockage, but just for whatever reason. I mean, there was nothing. He said this is absolute best case
flowing
scenario
perfect,
for you.
Beating perfect.
Yep, everything looks perfect. And I was like, I mean, I'm sitting there like, I'm honestly expecting something
like quadruple bypass
to not be good at this point. I'm like, okay, they're seeing this stuff on the stress test. I need to prepare for the worst. And I kind of did. Like, I bought a bunch of animal feed and stuff. Like, I had everything squared away for at least a few days. And
Jenny did so much around here by herself when I was in the hospital for those, 4 days?
I was just trying to be prepared. And then he comes in and he tells me everything's perfect. So I'm like, okay, thank you. And I like shake his hand and I walk out and I sit in the lobby after they say, you know, about 10 minutes you can go back. And I'm just like, I like need to cry. But I don't want to be that fool in the lobby who's bawling their eyeballs out. But
that was a huge weight.
Yes, it was. It was very, very good to hear that.
So
it wasn't hard.
Roundabout, we still know nothing about what's going on with me.
No. But
I was feeling pretty good after laying in a hospital bed for 4 days. But as soon as we got home last night and I started walking around and we're talking to Jenny's parents and all that, it really started coming back.
Yep.
And today I walked our property and it really came back. I was at my personal physician today. We were talking to him and he wants to try a couple things and we're going to go count down a couple different roads.
Yep, give it a couple weeks, do a recheck and just see where we end up.
And I will be back at the cardiologist on Monday morning.
Yes.
Because here's the other bad thing. I got the catheter test through my wrist. I'm now not allowed to lift anything heavier than a half gallon of milk.
He's not supposed to be moving that arm right now either and he keeps waving it around.
As you can see, I haven't even washed it yet.
Oh, great. At least it's
yeah, I'm not supposed to be doing anything with it because that could rupture and it could, you know, blood all over and
squirt everywhere, which he's like, that would be cool. And I'm like, ooh, let's not, please.
So I have more questions for him. I mean, even my personal doctor was like, wow, if they said the catheter test was good, I mean, that's
good.
So, but I have more questions for him about some other stuff. So we're just digging it into it. I mean, from the sounds of it, it really sounds like the heart has been cleared and it really sounds like lungs have been cleared. So
yes,
that's good stuff.
That's a big, good start. So now we just got to nitpick and find out what it is.
The camera looks really dark because that sun came out.
There's a big cloud right above us too.
So this has been a really long story to give you guys really no information except that I'm doing fine. I still have my really weird, it is a very constant, odd, uncomfortable feeling right here.
Yeah.
And when I get active, it intensifies and spreads out. So lots of different things. I know lots of people said gallbladder, acid reflux, lots of stuff. We're looking into all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And that's all I know right now.
There was even a suggestion of like dehydration. That is most definitely not the case. I mean, they hooked him up to IVs and he drank so much ice water.
and generally speaking, I kill a lot of water.
He does.
But in the hospital, I drank tons of water.
There's nothing else to do.
I'm bored.
So
I'm bored.
Yeah, so it's definitely not that. And I mean, even after the IV and everything like that, he was still feeling it. So that's not the case. But
my doctor, with having trouble getting deep breath, he went ahead and prescribed me a breathalyzer. Not really.
Or not a breathalyzer.
Not a breath. What's that thing called?
An inhaler.
There you go.
Not a breath. I was like, I mean, you were drinking water, but like, why a breathalyzer? An inhaler.
Inhaler.
That's not funny.
So it is what it is. We're gonna be exploring some stuff, and I don't know. I'm not big on taking the inhaler thing. So he also prescribed me some stuff that if it is acid reflux, it should help that feel better. So we're trying to knock out a couple things, just trying to see what we can figure out.
Yeah,
and
what it may or may not be. And
yep.
Go from there.
That's all I got for you. This is about 8 minutes longer than I wanted.
Yep.
Anyways, thanks to everybody. I know lots of concern was out there and lots of whatever and probably lots of questions. So we just wanted to do this not so quick video and
just let you know where we're at.
Yeah. We may or may not have a live show tonight. I don't know yet.
We haven't.
Boy, it has gotten really dark.
Haven't decided. I'm sure it's fine.
All right, guys. We really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.